Berry Hill, Nashville.
The views and opinions of the following show are those of the host and the host only, and not those of Heidelberg Broadcasting, its ownership, or management.
Good morning, beautiful family and friends. Welcome to RFD Talk. Hello, hello, hello. It's that time of the week, beautiful people. It is 10 o'clock sharp Tuesday morning here at the mighty 147 Nashville's Heritage Radio Station. And I'm your girl. Hey, beautiful people. I am your girl, Robin F. David, aka RFD. How are you feeling? How are you feeling today, beautiful people? I just want to ask you that question as we arise on this beautiful April day. How are you feeling? How are you feeling, listeners, WVOL listeners, YouTube followers, and Facebook followers? Dial in, call in at 615-227-1470. Call in today. Let's have a dialogue. Let me know how you're feeling today out there, beautiful people. Hey, we are excited today. I do have a guest. She'll be coming, so just hold tight. We're going to have an impromptu conversation with RFD. You can call in and you can give me your comments as we wait on our guest. And I'm asking her if she's listening on the radio right now. Just take your time. If you're driving in the car, just take your time. Be safe and stay focused, okay? Because we are going to enjoy the next 56 minutes together. I'm excited that it's April and the weather is kind of feeling spring-like today. We got a little spring-like weather today, so I'm excited to have that. Okay, so right here on the RFD Talk Show, let me tell you a little bit about the RFD Talk Show. If you are a first-time listener, thank you. If you are a subscriber to YouTube, thank you. Facebook follower, thank you. Hey, this is what the show is about. We here at RFD Talk, we bring simple understanding to complicated situations, taking the hard work out of self-love and self-care. So what you'll hear on this show is you'll get inspirational speakers. We'll be having guests who will come on and talk about their stories and how they have became a speaker or author or coach. We'll have coaches on, we'll have authors on, we'll have people to talk about lifestyle, which lifestyle for me will include health, fitness. It includes self-care. It includes traveling. And one of my favorite things is traveling. So we'll have guests on that will talk about, going to different places and how that is self-care and how you are to use traveling as a way to expand your life. So remember, tune in every Tuesday. So set your notifications, set your calendar, and know that we'll have inspirational guests on. We're going to have a guest on today who is out of the Nashville area. So I can't wait to have her come on. Her name is Kristen, head turning corset. I'm saying corset, so excuse me, y'all. Crochet, head turning crochet.com. And she is definitely a head turner. She is gorgeous, beautiful, and smart. Her business is thriving. And I'm telling you, she crochets some beautiful earrings for RFD. If you're watching, if you're a listener, you got to go to her website, which is head turning. Lord, crochet. I don't know why I want to get that word. So it's head turning crochet .com. And you definitely want to tune in. Excuse me, I don't know why I get tongue twisted when I get to that word. But the crocheting is so beautiful that she makes and does for everyone. And it's just so neat to see how she can make earrings and all kind of different things that she'll be sharing with us today. So she is our queen at crocheting. All right. So definitely look at this package here. It's a beautiful package. I got my earrings about maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. It's awesome. The wrapping is awesome. So I just want y'all to see it's such a beautiful. If you're just listening, go to the website so you can see these items that Kristen is making. And one of the things she says on her packages, she says, say out loud. So it comes with an affirmation. And I love companies like hers because when you get your package, you get inspired, right? So it says, I am happy. I am electrifying. I am abundant in faith and love. I am determined. I am talented. I am unafraid. I am radiant. I'll never give up. I'll embrace me. I am responsible. I love this. This is a great gift to offer some of your friends and family members. So you definitely want to go to the website, crochet.com. All right. So that's one of my sponsors and definitely one of my guests that I'll have out today. Definitely want you guys to tune in and get your purchase in today. So I want to thank her for on her way coming. And then also we want to thank my other sponsor, which is Shave Me Down Handmade Body Butter. And on you can get to that product on Facebook. Again, let me slow down. Sometimes I just want to just say a whole lot of things at one time. I just have to slow down with myself. It's been a full week, I'm telling you, with all the great things going on. So definitely check out the sponsor here on Facebook. Um, Facebook will have Shave Me Down, and you can email her at shamemedown06@gmail.com. Let me not get distracted. Let me stay focused. And then we also have our other sponsor, which I definitely appreciate, is Majestic Elegance Candles and Company, which is a soy-based candle, and you can order your signature candles that are created by RFD. You can also order them on the same website at livemajestic.com. I got that right this week. I didn't stutter on that one. Sometimes I find myself stuttering, and I don't even know why I get so excited that sometimes I stutter. And so that's another reason I took on the radio personality challenge so I can work on not stuttering as much and just say the words with ease and grace, right? So we want you to visit those websites, order you some purchases, and get those items ordered for Mother's Day is coming up. You got a lot of special things are coming up. People are getting married. The earrings, the candles, the shea butter, those are great things for wedding gifts. They're great things for graduation gifts. So check out those sponsors, and I appreciate the sponsors. And again, if you are just tuning in here to the RFD Talk Show and you are in the Nashville area, tune in to the Mighty 147 Nashville Heritage Radio Station, where I am live every Tuesday morning, 10 o'clock sharp. You can go to our website and you can stream there and listen to the radio without looking, or you can listen at any time at the WVOL.net. I think that's WVOL1470.net. Excuse me. That is 1470.net for the radio streaming. If you want to just listening to RFD, and my message today is going to kind of be impromptu until we get our guest on. I have some questions for her, but I definitely want to just kind of have a good conversation with you today and see how you feeling. How are you feeling out there today? It is the beginning of the first. Well, we're in our second quarter, and that reminds me, the first quarter, January flew by, February flew by, and March marched on out. We are now in the what I will call the 1st of April is a new amazing April. A new. And the reason I chose the word anew, because it seems like in April, it's like the rain, it just rinses all the other stuff. It's a little cloudy, but the rain rinses all the negative things out and washes it all the dormant things away, right? All the things that's not serving the earth or you anymore. Kind of, you want to like just let it go. So a new amazing April. And what that looks like for me, as we're having this impromptu conversation, I think about when I look outside and I see the trees are budding. I see the leaves are starting to come out. I see the flowers are coming out. And I'm thinking April is a great month. I feel like we were all hibernating, right? In January, February, March, we kind of like, oh my God, we didn't want to get out. We probably didn't want to go anywhere. It's just kind of cold. And it's just, you got to put on extra layers of clothes. I don't know how many of you like cold. And I believe there's a handful few of people who really do like cold. But in the winter months, we're just like on this whole hibernation. So now that we are defrosted and things are opening up and events are happening, and this is a new time to really think about what was those things that you wanted to do in April. If you're following me on Facebook, I'm doing this month is going to talk about April. I think we call it Spring 4th. We're calling it April Spring 4th. And in April, we talked about already these last 11 days, some new things that you can start. One of the things we talked about this week in April is starting your savings account. You might want to start saving. You might want to start looking at your budget and creating a new savings account for yourself. You might want to start, it was like saving money. You also want to maybe start packing your lunch, something new, a way of saving your money. You might want to open a new savings account, which that's what I had to do this month. So just to share with you guys, something new that I had to do is open up a savings account that is not in the local area. I did some homework yesterday on Google, and my bestie, she helped me. I'm looking for a savings account to give me the most yielding for my savings, but also a savings account that is not accessible for me to go and get the money. So it'll take a while. It takes 2 or 3 days. It's an online bank. I'm looking at several of them now to see which one really is fitting the needs of my savings, and then I won't be able to go into the savings account. It'll be 2 or 3 days before they can release the money and get it to you. So you might want to figure out ways to save, for the new month. Also, the new month makes me think about letting go of clothes in your closet. You might want to organize your closet. It's called like spring cleaning. You want to get rid of those things that we don't wear anymore, right? We want to either give them away, donate them away, or trash them, because some things just need to go in the trash. So what I always say is you make 3 piles, right? You make a pile that you're throwing away because you're just not going to wear, and they're not worth giving to anyone. Sometimes don't give away stuff. My pastor, one of my former pastors, would say, you don't give away things that you wouldn't wear. So I just want to be mindful, don't give away something that has a lot of holes in it, a lot of stains in it. That will go in your trash. You have 3 piles. You have your trash pile. You have the pile that you might want to give to some of your girlfriend who is maybe in use of some of the things that you have, some of your quality stuff. And then your other thing would maybe find a place where you would like to donate. And sometimes you can use your donations as a write-off if you're a business person and you donate your clothes to a establishment, like I want to say is Goodwill maybe. You can use that as a write-off as well. So you want to get a creative this month and start a new something. And one of the other things we talked about on the Facebook page and Instagram page, where I'll talk about this month, we're talking about 30 days of April spring things that you could do to create a new you. One of the other things was also getting outside, going outdoors, maybe doing an exercise that's outdoors. It could be walking for 10 minutes. This morning, I was able to get a good walk in. That was really refreshing. I enjoy walking. Walking is one of my favorites. So when the weather permits, I walk a little longer. I may walk instead of walking 2 minutes because it's cold, I end up walking 10 to 15 minutes and sometimes 20 minutes because if the sun is really nice and radiating and filling me up, I may be out there for 20 minutes. But walking is a form of meditation for me. I get to look at the flowers, you get to look at the trees, and you get to just be with yourself, right? So for me, walking is a great outdoor exercise. You might want to try swimming. My other favorite, which I would love to get back to, is finding me a place where I could go swimming. I don't know if you all been following me recently. I haven't did a lot of swimming, but about a couple years ago, I took a swimming lesson, and that's another thing you might want to do for the spring. Find a new activity and create a new habit. So a couple years ago, I started swimming. Now I'm not an expert swimmer, but I am a better swimmer since I took a course with a coach. My coach was really, really good, right? And it showed me, if you hold your hands a certain way, your legs a certain way, it really taught me how to swim better. And I also realized uh, how to breathe underwater and what that means. Because as an adult learning how to swim, you have to really know how to relax in the water and you have to learn how to breathe under the water. So that's what meditation has helped me to do was learn to practice swimming as well. If you're a meditator, you realize you hold your breath under the water, but you actually breathe under the water and you come up to get a deep breath and come back down. And then you breathe again, then you come back. It's so neat on how that exercise as a meditator, inhaling, exhaling, taught me actually how to breathe and work my breath work in swimming. Yeah. So I had talked to a swimmer and I said, well, what is the challenge that most adult swimmers have? And she says it was really learning how to hold your breath. So, and she said, well, Robin, since you're a meditator, you already do that. And I was like, you mean I breathe when I'm under the water? She said, yes, you let your breath out and then you come back up and then you grab a breath and you go back down. And I was like, oh, I didn't realize that. So swimming for me is one of my favorite outdoors. I just have to find the perfect location here. And if some of you know some great locations in the Nashville area, I was looking at the YMCA maybe. And I'd rather find a place where I have salt water. I do know the difference. Saltwater swimming is easier and it's not so harsh on your skin or your hair. So try something new. A new exercise would be good for spring. And one other thing I started last year, new that I did, and I also recommend is gardening. Gardening. Did I say that correctly? Gardening. Yes. Okay. So going outdoors and planning your gardening, gardening, going outside. For me it's actually was it was so much fun. Like just being out in the sun every day last year. I would go probably 2 or 3 times to my garden because you want to go plant your seed. You got to make sure the weeds are, you got to get the ground prepared. So it's steps to gardening, and it's always a continuing learning process. So don't over pressure yourself, right? Enjoy the process of learning something anew. Learning something new takes a little time and it's uncomfortable. So when I first started gardening, I didn't realize that I needed to have my gloves. I needed a sun hat. I had to write me a whole little list because being out there in the sun and getting the weeds up, de-weeding the soil, and then getting your choosing your which seeds you want to put down, and just learning all that stuff. You are out there in the sun, you better have plenty of water and you need a sun hat. And I also realized last year I learned that it's important to wear the right shoes and the right sunglasses help. So all this stuff, because once you're out there for about 20 minutes and that sun get the beating down on you, you want to definitely make sure that whatever you start new, Do a little research. Before I started swimming, I looked around and see where, who would I like to coach me, and then I figured out which place was the best place for my swimming. So try something new, but first research it out and make sure it's a fit for you. Okay, so those are some of the things I say about a new spring April, a new awesome, excuse me, a new awesome April. 2023 is our year. And I think what happens with me is if you set an intention for your spring, in April, May, and June, going into the summer, set an intention for this next 90 days. What is your intention? Are you wanting to be more involved in the community? Are you wanting to start something new with your hands? Are you ready to lose some weight? Are you ready to learn how to eat better? So you just want to make sure you research it first. Give yourself 90 days. I always use quarters, like each quarter. What did I want to get done in this quarter? And you might just have one thing that you want to focus on for the next 90 days before we get into summer, and then decide what would you like to see happen in a new April for you. What would you like that to be by June, where you can say, yes, I accomplished this, and you deserve to accomplish that. So we're going to take a quick commercial break, and I'll be right back.
Pain? You know what I mean. Your knees hurt. Your shoulder hurts. Your elbow and back are constantly killing you. And I'm sure you've tried every pain pill or cream available at the drugstore. Am I right? Well, here's something you haven't tried. Pain Magic. Pain Magic is not available at any drugstore. The only place you can get it is by calling the special toll-free number I'm about to give you. And to make things even better, call right now and find out about our buy one, get one free offer. We're so confident it'll work for you that we offer a free bottle with your purchase. No prescription required. Call now to learn how you can get Pain Magic and get rid of your pain. Remember, your results may vary. 800-221-2261. 800-221-2261. 800-221-2261. That's 800-221-2261.
Are you 60 plus and love to travel? Introducing the Senior Travel Discount Network, brought to you by Low Cost Airlines. Call us anytime, day or night, and save up to 75% on your airline and hotel reservations. We can help you save a ton of money to fly almost anywhere. We have inside discounts on over 500 airlines and 500,000 hotels worldwide. And when you call and mention the discount code 60 plus, we'll give you an extra free night with your qualified air and hotel reservation. Now you can get the best prices on air and hotel reservations with your phone. We make it easy and fast for you to save money and book a trip. Remember, call the Senior Travel Discount Network. Mention the discount code 60 plus for your free hotel night with your qualified reservation. Call now.
210-503-9283. 210-503-9283. 210-503-9283. That's 210-503-9283.
Welcome back, beautiful people. Hello. Welcome back to RFD Talk, right here live at the mighty 147 Nashville Heritage Radio Station. And I am your girl. Yes, I'm your girl. For those who just tuning in, I am Robin F. David, aka RFD. Hello. So we were talking about a new awesome April, and just kind of just having a dialogue, right? You can call in and let me know what's a new for you in this awesome April. You can dial in at 615-227-1470. And if you'd like to share what you're going to do, for some of us, that we would love to know what you're going to do anew in this season of a refreshing season, a rebirth for you, just really getting started for the year. Because I know we all say we're going to start in January. We all say we're going to start in January at the top of the year, but it don't always start at January. I think January is overrated to do your New Year resolution thing. I think our New Year really don't start really until April. because we still are like in that froze mindset in January coming in from after Christmas. And it's just a lot, right? So I don't really advocate that as much, like I got to get it done at the top of the new year. There's things at the top of the new year that we have to get done. But I feel like once we're really, really into the year, April is that spring forth. It's just, we got to shake all that negative things that we've been through, all the stuff that maybe been trying to block us from doing what we got to do. April, it gives you that I can do it. The weather helps. I think it helps with the mood. And it also allows you to have options to go outdoors and so not just be indoors. Okay. So let me know. Let our listeners know what a new awesome April is doing for you. And we appreciate your feedback. Now we want to talk about some other fun stuff. It's been a challenging week, right? We've been going through a lot in our country. And that's not fun stuff, right? Because in reality, we got a lot going on. We're approaching another election coming up. So definitely want to advocate that you guys, we need to support one another and get our votes in. We got a lot going on here in the Nashville area. We have rallies and we've been having things that are, people are, things are changing right in front of us. So definitely want to remember to get registered to vote this year. You matter, and what happens in our country is based on how we show up. So please show up and get yourself registered for voting. So I'm going to advocate that this year more so than anything because we have a lot going on, especially in our local town here in Nashville, right? We got a lot of things going on and we need to get on how we support one another. So I want to just throw that out there, right? Before we go into, we're still waiting on our guest and she's coming because we know she's driving carefully in the car. We don't want to rush her here, but we know she's coming. So hold tight. The guest is still coming. I know I've been rumbling on and just making impromptu conversation, but we're going to take our breath. We're going to take our breaths, right? And we're going to breathe in and we're going to get centered and clear and ready for our guest when she comes on. So if you are driving, don't close your eyes. But if you are just at home and you're listening, let's take these 3 deep breaths. And I'll talk about the breath work for a second before we do the 3 breaths. I always want to invite you to join me April the 16th. I'm going to be doing a breath work session. And it's going to be done from your home. From your home, you'll be able to be at home. And the reason I do breath work for me is like the whole prayer. Prayer is important, and I am a praying woman. And we're going to pray, but you also have to sit still, be quiet, and hear. Right? What is my next step, Lord? What do I need to do, God? What is that? This is what I recommend as part of the 80-20 is learning to breathe, be still, reset, and to hear what your next step may be. And so the breath work is every a couple times a month. I have the breath work program, and it is only at the present time. It is $12.99. It's just $12.99. Now that's at the present time. It is done from your home. We'll do breath work, affirmation, and we'll do work writing in our journal. So we'll do and then we'll set an intention for that week. And once we set the intention for the week, then we're all done. So it's about 45 minutes. We'll do a close on that. And so if you're interested in the session, breath work, healing from the inside out, the program I offer, you can DM me or email me at rfdtalk@gmail.com. You can email me there, and that's where you can get your instructions for the breathwork program. It's really a great thing to do. It's always done on Sundays about 8 p.m. so that we can just set our whole week up in success, and that's one of the things we want to do. And so we're going to take deep breaths, and the three breaths. One of the breaths, You want to just breathe in what you need. I think our guest is arriving, so we're going to do the deep breaths. Then we're going to get her on so we can get to know her better and learn about what she has to offer us. So when you breathe in, you want to breathe in completely deep as possible and hold it for a moment. You're going to hear me say breathe in, breathe out. You're going to breathe in what you need for today. If you need more peace, you need more love, you need more abundance, whatever you need more you're going to breathe that in. You need to feel the presence of the Lord. You want to feel his love. You want to breathe that in. And then you want to exhale every negative thing, anything that's troubling your mind today, anything that is in the future of this week. You want to breathe out anything that's not servicing you. So it could be a phone call you had earlier today. So those are just examples. So let's breathe in really quick and get ready to get more show. Let's go. So deep breath with me. And breathe out. Deep breath. And breathe out. And one final deep breath. And breathe out. All right, yes. So now we're centered, we're present. So what it does is bring you in the moment, right? So now in the moment, I heard our guest is coming in from the green room, and I'm super excited to have you, Kristen. Look at you, gorgeous. Oh my gosh, she looks beautiful. So Kristen has just walked in, and we're going to be just excited to have this session with her. As she's setting up, I want to definitely go over the word for the week. The word for the week is blossom. And we had talked about a new awesome April, right? So this segment is about a word for today. The word for today I got, the Lord has said to RFD, blossom. And I was like, Lord, what do you mean blossom? And everything I seen around me was blossoming. And I was like, what does that mean to a person, right? And he was saying that this is our season. This is our time. We were talking about, if you look around and you see how the greenery is blossoming and the grass is starting to bud. Things are starting to bud and you start seeing things alive. When you think about blossom, when you think about a person, you think about they look attractive. They look confident. They also, for a person, they may even be more successful. So you're starting to see them blossom because they're moving in their alignment and they're shining and they're attractive. So this is your season. You want to make sure that you are blossoming in this season because it is your time to blossom, to be successful, to be confident. So I celebrate you and I say the word for today is blossom. So thank you for letting me share the word for today. And then really quick, I'm going to go ahead and invite our guest to scoot over closer to me. Come on over here, Kristen. Yeah, you right here. Mm-hmm. You look so pretty.
Thank you.
Look at her, y'all. She looks so pretty.
Ooh, trying to get in this chair.
Oh, yeah. The chairs are. Are you in there comfortable, safe? She's here safely. Thank you for coming in, driving in, and being a part of the RFD Talk and live here at the Mighty WVOL. We appreciate you, Kristen. Hey, Kristen, I have a segment. I just want to just get on in this conversation with you. Did you get to take a deep breath from traveling?
Yes.
I know that was some interesting because when you commute in the Nashville area, depending on where you're coming in from, again, we appreciate you driving all the way in. Yes, it is so great to have your gorgeous face here. And oh my God. So definitely always do a little segment if you can maybe start that off with me. What are some of your small wins for this week?
Well, this is a win for me. I'm so thankful for this opportunity. So this is a big win for me. This is my first time on the radio.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. I'm glad this is a win for you. Tell our guests your name and who you are, a little bit about you before we get started. And I have a couple questions and we'll go from there.
It's your girl, Kristen, head turning crochet. Hey, #1 crochet earring queen of the South, home of the Gold Rush and the Sunflower earrings. Born and raised in Nashville, Tennessee. I've been crocheting for a decade, and I started crocheting because I wanted my outfits to pop. I was tired of wearing the boring hoop earrings, so I started crocheting earrings. And if you would like to turn heads with your earrings, you can head on over to headturningcrochet.com.
Wow, Kristen, thank you for telling us a little
you.
bit. We got some more fun questions. I didn't know that about you, that you are a native from Nashville.
Yes.
Well, I love when I get natives here at the show. It's just it's so yummy about the natives.
Yes.
I this is my home now, but it's so honored to have a native shine and blossom how you are. Like last week I had a native too, and I love to see you all blossom in the whole transition of Nashville and also find your voice in who you are in your gifts. So I got some fun little conversations. We're just gonna have a conversation. Thank you for sharing your wins with us. And if anyone want to call in or text in your wins, please send in your wins. We have a list of wins, but I may get back to that. Some of you all, thank you for leaving your wins on the pages. But today we're going to get right into this juicy conversation with our local here who is blossoming. And I'm going to place her website is there going across the screen. So I have a few fun questions. Just wanted to kind of get to know a little bit more about you besides being the great business young woman that you are. And congratulations to all that. So one of the fun questions I would ask you is, what was the last thing that you Googled this week?
What did I Google? So what did I Google? I think I was just I Googled something. Well, I heard about something about the man, Dalai Lama. I was Googling that.
Oh,
probably was the last thing I Googled, and I was like, whoa.
Well, what I heard, what is Dalai Lama? What was you mean, whoa? Because I think I've heard that name before. Remind us what that was. Who he is.
I
know.
I'm not really sure, but it was some child. He was like kissing the child or something like that.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, so he was a bad person.
Weird stuff.
Oh,
I don't know. I'm just looking at what the news said.
Oh, okay, so you were kind of following up from the news, so you Googled him up to get more details about him. Okay.
I saw his picture, yes.
Oh, okay.
The little boy.
Oh, that's unfortunate. No, that's not good. That lipstick is so pretty. I
Thank
love it.
you.
I love that matte core. Okay, so next question I would have, we're just having some fun. What was your first job?
My first job was, I worked for my mom at her daycare. She had a home daycare, so I worked for her. But my real first job was McDonald's.
Really?
Bicentennial Park. Yes, that was my first
Really?
job.
Okay. Well, congratulations to you, because you had two. You got your mom as inspiration, owning her own home-based business, it sounds like you said, and then you had the opportunity to work at McDonald's. Great. Yes. So no wonder you have excellent customer service from mom and McDonald's. I see why my package came so beautiful everything. And the quality, yes, and quality service and earrings. Oh yes, girl. So that was your first job. So thank you. So another question I have for you: who are your who do you look up to, or your idols?
Well, I look up to my mom, my dad, and I just, how she raised us and how we just blossomed into beautiful creation. So I'm just thankful for my mom and how she raised us to be strong and independent and just outgoing, because she just worked hard. She worked hard. That's my #1 person I look up to.
Oh yes. Okay, Mom. I'm so honored to meet your daughter, because you did raise her amazingly. And do you have other siblings?
I have a lot of siblings, but my mom's side, I have a brother and a sister.
Okay. Okay, great. All right. So my other question, thank you for sharing that, and we shout your mother out. She sounds like a great mother. Tell us what opinion would people disagree with you on? Something that people would say that you your opinion they wouldn't really
Well,
agree with you.
I could say something like crochet saves lives, because it definitely saved my life, because it helped me with anxiety and depression, and it's scientifically proven to have those effects because of the repetition and the stitches and the, just the mindset you put yourself in, the relaxation. So that is, people may disagree, but they got to learn how to crochet and find a hobby that they like and enjoy, and that really will take your mind off of anything and just leave you stress free and anxiety free and depression free, because having your hands moving, it gives you something to do and clears your mind to me.
Oh, I love that. And I hear what you said, and you feel like your opinion of that, most people wouldn't be able to grab it right away unless they try it. That's what I think you're saying. I definitely have always admired crocheters. My son, one of my sons has did some crocheting, and and then my daughter picked it up from him. And I've always admired. I watched them do it. They did a little fun stuff. My son, he made these little baggage, and he put like anointing oil in there. Yeah, it was because he does music, so he's real creative. And then my oldest daughter, which she'll probably be watching this later, she's crocheted us a hat, and she crocheted us a scarf because he taught her. And it's for Christmas. Beautiful. She's a teacher, so she made some. She might not really know how. Like you said, that opinion that it probably was helping her be calm and relaxed. But I know she did these things. She made me a scarf and she made me a hat. So yeah, crocheting, I think it's something I always wanted to practice and do. And knowing you, I will find out if you're going to have classes for people like me who would like to join. And I definitely would like to be a beginner. I like to try new things. We were talking about that today. I would love to try that for all those reasons, to just be, present, calm, and just, and actually to see what I can create. Like I said, I see my kids, a couple of my kids create some really cool things. And so I would like to try something like that.
I think you'll love it.
Yeah, so I definitely will be looking forward to maybe getting a part of your class or trainings, or you got YouTube trainings. I'm not sure how you're going to be training us, but I definitely am interested.
Okay.
And so tell us, we have a few more minutes. Tell us, what are one of your proudest moments so far in life?
That's a good question. Proudest moments. Just being here today. Just being here today and overcoming stress, anxiety, depression, because that'll take anybody out. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know how to handle it and come up with a routine to help you cope, because the world is a cold place. You know what I'm saying? But it's a good place too. So you got to find yourself and build your relationship with God. So I just think that right now in my life, I have a good relationship with God. I'm at a good place in my business. This is one of my proudest moments. And just because mindset, like the mindset change and where I am now versus where I was 10 years ago.
Wow. Do you mind me, because we never can tell how young some people are, how mature some people are. I don't use the word old, because you can't use the word old until they're like 85. And then I say they're old, because today you be popping at 74. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So how young are you?
I'm 32 years old.
Oh, wow. She's just a doll baby, y'all. She's so freaking cute. Can you see her? I just got to let the light shine on her, Lord. She is such a cutie pie. So 32. That is a great prime time in your life. I'm super excited for you. And you have so much more ahead of you. So let me ask you a few more questions. We do still got a couple more fun questions, because we're just having fun and conversation. Okay, we're just having, and if any of these questions you feel like that's just too much, I don't want to answer, feel free to be like, Miss Robin, I'm not answering that. Okay. Or RFD, I'm not answering that. You can just call me RFD. It's easier. Okay. Miss Robin, I'm used to that too, but RFD is who I am on the show, right? We're doing this as RFD. So one of the things I wanted to ask you, if you could go out to dinner with maybe 3, or just name a few, or 2 or 3 people, maybe one person that you could go out to dinner with someone that's who would that be? With that person, they could be a celebrity, they could be and name 3 people that you might could have dinner with. If you could just choose 3 great people that you wanted to eat dinner with, and maybe tell me, where would you go eat with them at?
Okay. Oprah.
Okay.
Mary J. Blige, Jill Scott.
All right. So I love those 3 people, girl. So I gotta ask you, where would you and Oprah? Yes, go. Where would you and Oprah go? Where would you have dinner with her at?
Maybe at I don't know what she like to eat, but maybe a Spencer's steak restaurant or something.
Okay.
Maybe a steak restaurant downtown, one of those.
Okay. And Jill Scott, you said Jill Scott, which I love her, and oh my gosh, she's getting ready to have a concert coming this direction. Yes, and I think she's sometimes she lives in our neck of the woods somewhere.
She does.
So we would love to have you on the show, Jill Scott.
Right. Come on, Jill Scott.
and have dinner with your local crochet Queen. Crochet.
Yes.
Excuse me, Crochet Queen. I always get tongue twisted when I'm trying to say that. And what in the other word that you created for crochet is crochet?
Crochetologist.
Yes, crochetologist. I said I'm gonna have to have her help me with that, Lord. Crochetologist. I love that.
Thank
so
you.
Jill and Oprah. Okay, and so your other person is
Mary J. Blige.
Oh yes, tell me a little bit about Mary. You and Mary. What would y'all eat?
She loves big earrings. I just want her to. Her and Jill Scott. They love big earrings. I would love for them to wear my earrings.
Okay.
And me and Mary J, what would we eat at? She might like soul food. Maybe we'll get some soul food. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay,
cool. It sounds like you all will have a great time. And I see them wearing your earrings. I'm just going to say it's going to happen. They're going to wear these earrings, girl. You hear me? Because who don't want to wear these earrings?
Yes.
I'm always feeling so. I can't wait to order my next pair. Oh my God. Okay, so I get excited about these earrings because they make you feel good. And that's why I think these celebrities. Yeah, they are. And I
head turning.
Look at me getting excited. They are head turning, right? Okay. Mm-hmm. So, thank you for sharing those 3 people with me and where you would eat with them. And the other question I have for you is, what are some of your hobbies or interests?
Of course, my favorite is crochet.
Yeah, we know crochet.
I love to travel.
Okay.
I love to eat.
What's your favorite?
I love
cuisine?
Mexican, Italian, soul food, seafood. But I'm trying to be vegan, so I gotta kind of, leave that alone and lose a couple of pounds.
You don't need to lose no couple pounds. This girl look perfect. I don't know where she got to lose the pounds. I guess her toes, and I can't see her toes right now. We're on radio. I only can see the top of her head and everything, but her toes must need to lose that. I don't know where the weight is going off. So are you going to decide not to eat meat is what you're telling me?
Yes, I did it once before, but I didn't do it right because you got to do it right or else you're going to eat so many carbs and sweets and think you can get away with it. No, it's going to make you sick. It's going to really make you sick.
That's true.
I do have recipes on my YouTube along with crochet tutorials on my YouTube channel. That's Kristen HTC on YouTube. And I experimented. I made some vegan I took a collard green wrap. I put hummus on it, carrots, shredded carrots, and like some sriracha sauce and some avocado. That wrap was good.
Wait a minute, my mouth is watering. Yes. I need to go to your YouTube and find out that. That sounds delicious. Yes. Oh my goodness. So you have did some fun playing with your vegan
playing with
food.
Veggies. You can come up with so many different recipes.
Well, I need to be inspired by your YouTube or those type of YouTube that take veggies and be creative because I feel like I get stuck. I started gardening last gardening last year,
Mhm.
and I had a lot of vegetables to bring home, and everyone was telling me like, you can get really creative with your
You
vegetables.
really can.
And I gotta really try that this year. I'm gonna take that to
I'll send
heart.
you some recipes.
Please send me some, because I really,
so good.
I definitely need to add more veggies.
Health is wealth.
Health is wealth. It
Mhm.
is, and I definitely need to be more creative in cooking,
Mhm.
because again, I told the listeners one of my new things is the um, working on saving more.
Mhm.
And one thing I can do is stop eating out and start coming home.
I heard you said you love going out to eat. I love going out to eat too. It's be so good.
It does be good when people just bring
Mhm.
your food and sit it there and you're
Mhm.
hungry. For me, it's just the preparation time for cooking and me planning to have my food ready when I'm hungry. I think I got to really work on that. Meal prep. And then I feel like I'll be better at night. I do still want to go out to eat sometime, but not as much. I feel like sometimes I'm out of balance. I'm out of balance a little bit. I got to work on that, creating a balance where eating in and then eating out is not as much.
Just plan it out.
I do need to work on that. So yeah, so your other interest is cooking food and eat.
Love cooking food. Love eating food.
Well, that's a good thing, girl. I think it's a great thing, especially being a good Nashvilleian. You got a lot of food training here in the South. Being a good Southern girl. What's one of your favorite Southern dishes?
Okay, I love turnip greens. I mean, you could do so much with turnip.
Really?
I love them. Yes, they're so good.
I didn't know that you could do that much with turnip greens.
You can. You really can. You put them in soups. You can make some wraps. You can just eat them like a salad. You could do a lot with them.
I didn't know that. I learned a lot about kale, but I never.
Oh, I love kale.
Yeah.
I mean, I might like kale over turnip greens.
Really,
now,
but I didn't. That's why I said
kale.
I am a big fan of kale, but I didn't know the turnip green. I have to be more. I have to add some more turnip greens into my experience, because I kind of was like raised on collard greens, and then I got into the kale because I started saying, "Oh, kale is really good." But so I definitely want to be open to that. So we have a few more minutes, and I got to ask this question too. What are you watching on television now? What are you watching or reading? Are you watching a program on Netflix that your fans would need to know about you, or your followers? What kind of movies do you watch, or what are you watching?
I watch a lot of Netflix movies, especially when I'm crocheting, but I try to watch some that I already watched. But when I'm crocheting, I watch Sanford and Sons. That's one of my favorite shows to watch when I'm crocheting.
I love Sanford and Sons.
I'm watching a lot of crazy stuff on TV. His name is Franklin. I forgot his name. But I really forgot his name.
So it's a program you're watching on Netflix?
It's not Netflix. It's like HBO or something like that.
And it's you're watching somebody's life story?
It's a life story. It's crazy.
Is it? And his name is
Franklin.
I
can't even think of the show.
Oh, okay. I don't know, because I don't have HBO. But okay. So you're watching some. You like to watch Sanford and Son, which one of my favorite throwbacks. You make me go back. That show is so good and wholesome to watch. And you like, watch out, Luke. What he say? I'm on my way. You know how he is. Fred Stone. What's his name?
Fred Sanford.
Fred Sanford is so funny. He's such a.
I'm on my way, Elizabeth.
Yeah, I'm on my way, Elizabeth. Yeah, he always was on his way, Elizabeth. I love watching him.
Yes, me too.
Okay, so what are some of the favorite? You have any books or anything that you want reading?
Ooh, I read so many books. Right now, let me see. I could give you. It's a book I'm just reading. I just started reading this. I call Outwitting the Devil, and it's about a person that had a conversation with the devil, but it was in context with different people's lives, and I'm still reading. So it's interesting to reading about, because he had conversations with people that has passed away, and to give him insight on the world today, and it's very knowledgeable. You have to getting. I'm reading. I'm on Audible. Audible.
Oh,
Yeah, I do a
audibles
lot of
are
Audible
good.
in the car.
Okay, good. I hear those are really good, and sometimes people audible and read the book. So
Mm-hmm.
great. I love Audible as well. So I thank you for asking, having a fun conversation with me, and doing some ice breaking
You're
questions for me.
welcome.
Appreciate you sharing some of your self with us here on the radio show and on our live YouTube. For our YouTube and Facebook followers, but also just let me know, let our people know again who you are and what you got coming up.
Okay, so at Kristen Head Turn and Crochet, we provide quality products that makes a statement which help you confidently stand out. Confidence is key to each and everything that you do in your life. So if you want to turn heads with confidence, go ahead and head on over to headturnandcrochet.com. And also we have our mobile boutique coming. It's going to be our crochet boutique, the first crochet mobile boutique in Nashville. So be on the lookout. And also, don't forget to go and subscribe to my website at headturningcrochet.com. I would truly appreciate y'all, and I thank you so much for having me.
Yes, thank you.
You're
And
welcome.
congratulations to all your success. The
Thank
website,
you.
if you all are watching, and let's again make sure you subscribe to the headturningcrochet.com. You want to tune in, get on her email list. Congratulations to the boutique. You're going to have a
Yes.
boutique coming soon.
Mhm.
So you want to stay tuned to that, local viewers and listeners. Make sure you check her out. Go to her Facebook page and check her out. YouTube, and she did all those things. We are really just so honored that you made
Thank
time to
you.
come on and share with us all your greatness. I am so honored to have my earrings. Planning on
Yes,
ordering me
I
some
love
more. I love
it.
those sunflower
Yes,
ones.
they
You
right
have
here.
those?
Uh-huh.
Let's. Oh my God! Look at these, y'all. Oh my goodness, they feel they are pretty, and they even feel pretty. Her the crochet feels so quality and so
Quality
yes,
products.
quality put
Quality.
together.
Mhm.
So you definitely want to make sure you order yours. Those are
Ooh,
adorable.
girl,
Oh
they
my
look
God! Oh
good
my
on
God!
you.
I can't
They
wait
look
to.
so good
I
with
know.
locks
Oh my
and
God.
natural
Oh
hair.
yeah.
Yes.
Those. I'm ordering me those. Those are my new April earrings. I am working on that today.
Yes.
Cause look at those earrings,
It's so
guys. They
pretty.
are so pretty. Thank you for showing them better
You're
for me. I
welcome.
appreciate that. Yes. So
They look so good, y'all.
look at there. Look how pretty she is. Those earrings. Yeah. So we are definitely going to be following you, staying abreast on all the great things that's up and coming. We are so honored to have you here again at the mighty WVOL, the mighty 147 live here in the studio. That is, I know it takes a lot to get down through that traffic here in Nashville, and we really appreciate you being brave enough to come in and share love with RFD Talk. So again, RFD Talk followers and listeners and friends, thank you. Please leave your comments. Make sure that you purchase. Make sure that you follow her. Stay in tune with her because she has a lot of fun things coming up. Are you going to do classes as well? Do you want to talk
Yes.
about that really
I'm
quick?
starting a crochet association, so if you're interested, we have classes, and we're going to get together twice a month. So I'm working on that currently. So you definitely want to stay tuned and updated on that website because everything is going. I'm gonna create a Facebook group and everything, and I'll let y'all know. So keep tuned for that because that's going to be amazing.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to signing up for that because I definitely want to hold me something that I created. I've always wanted to, and I know it takes a little time to do that. So again, remember, I am Robin F. David. We're here live, excited, but I'm going to close out and say thank you guys. I'm Robin F. David, inspiring you to embrace, love, and nurture yourself and others. And if you definitely need some training with breath work, if you need a coach that'll help you through grief, loss, any type of limited belief system, I am that coach. So you want to inbox me at RFD talk@gmail.com and we can set up a consultation. But again, I want to say thank you for being here. You could be anywhere in the world today, but we appreciate you listening and following here on the RFD Talk Show. Thank you so much. I'm sending you a big, huge hug and love, and continue to have an amazing day, beautiful people. Until next week, we'll talk then. I love you guys. Have a great day, beautiful people.
WVOL, Berry Hill, Nashville.
I wasn't even nervous, but I feel like the questions, I kind of